dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my.
A fight for the right to be number one. It's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a battle of the top two teams in the AFC West, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're off to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they've been flawless all year long as they hit the home stretch at 13-0.
And now they just have to guard against complacency. You still got to go out and earn it every week.
First and 10 here for Flacco. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brady. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Flacco will take to the air again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brady. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They go pass again with Flacco. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. First down, Flacco going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Passing play, Flacco, the quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability, as we saw.
Let's go.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Here's Flacco, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Play action. Flacco. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Flacco now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Broncos push further out in front. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away.
Let's go, guys.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. To pass, Flacco. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, hey.
Flacco off play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Flacco. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline. Operating off play action. Flacco. That's complete to Jake Butt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
What we got?
Flacco fakes the give. Sets to throw. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. Now Flacco. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Oh, he's going to let this go. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. In for the score. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And even 50 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Bootleg, Flacco, looking for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for it all. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to pour it on. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately.
Like 80. Mike's 50. Here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Ready? Swing. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Receiver. And now it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No.
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Denver getting set to take the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A big play there. 52 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fan?
Pass. 20. 50. Mike 50. Gun.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Flacco. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the... because they see...
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken in at the 22. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me. Biggest blowout. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's... How about this? Flacco setting to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Setting up to throw, Flacco. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
Let's go, let's go!
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Yeah, say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, your pop, and your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man on me, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we'll see a man who's been in charge for more than a decade. Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions as they match up with the longtime Raven Joe Flacco and his new team, the Denver Broncos. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. It's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Get a victory.
Throwing here on first down, Flacco. Throw left side complete. That's Brady. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Flacco looks to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Throwing on second and 14. Flacco, the quick slant caught. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Flacco, and this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They go play action here on first down. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that?
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be taken at the 10. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Flacco. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Flacco now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Flacco from midfield. This is the tight end Fant. There he goes right side. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Flacco. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11. A great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. As this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
A good pickup there at 22. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. An 11-yard touchdown for the Broncos. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Flacco, it's caught by Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. The 6th season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. Would have been his 4th in his first 5 years in a Bronco uniform. And now at 32 years of age as he tries to return to full speed. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Flacco, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Flacco off play action. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up. Play action. Flacco going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating off play action. Flacco. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. He's going to go for a big play. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. First and 10 here for Flacco. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He's going to wind up and air it out. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. He's going to launch this thing. And got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the...
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't.
I know we brought it.
Mike 40. They can't hang with us.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Flacco. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need...
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
Bootleg, Flacco. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. And it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You got 4.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the pressure gets to him again. How about this? Flacco setting to throw it. And he's going to go down again. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Here's Flacco. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Get ready.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see a three-time Pro Bowler, Derek Carr, leading the Oakland Raiders as they match up with the longtime Raven Joe Flacco and his new team, the Denver Broncos. With that, we're off to the Rocky Mountains. Standing by in Denver, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in at 15-0, one win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Flacco. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brady. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football, and then I'm sure...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The offensive starters now for the Broncos.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's... On 1st down, Flacco. Looking deep downfield. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Flacco, he's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield. And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment for the... Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards as they have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner. And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And bulldozing his way through. Taking it right down Broadway. And the Denver Broncos are in for 6.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Broncos push further out in front. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
54 is much.
Passing play. Flacco going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Flacco. That's complete to Jake Buck. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jake Buck. Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And these guys locked into that #1 seed. That's been a foregone conclusion for a while now. The question on everyone's mind, can they finish the regular season a perfect 16-0?
And it all comes back to philosophy of the organization, philosophy of the head coach, and, of course, the locker room itself. What do the players want to do? And I think what most teams would...
Oh, wide open, complete. The 30, past the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 79 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Here's Ryan Allen now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This will be taken at the 10. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Set to start another drive, Joe Flacco and the Broncos. And he's been effective in their winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent. And, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well. And right now, he's the focal point of it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They go play action here on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Gun. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Dad, ready. 54, line 54. You better bring it. You better bring it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 17 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he's just singing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been... Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Oakland. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. "35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And you can see it's no race for the top spot. That's been decided. These 17 and 1.
Gun. 20.
From the 45 on second down. Flacco is going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant.
Right there. 54. Right there. Gun.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos use the... Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Whoa, Flacco's going to throw. Complete outright to Jake Buck. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Flacco looks to throw. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Flacco off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Joe Flacco. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete.
Gun. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Operating off play action. Flacco trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do.
a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the divisional round playoffs on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. With that, let's get out to snowy Denver, Colorado, as we turn it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Flacco. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yard. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Throw left side complete. That's Brady. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. A red zone first down for Flacco. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys have now moved out in front. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco, and the Broncos have taken the lead. Not a whole lot. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll look to set up his blockers. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. One of the best punt returns we'll see, 93 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability.
Let's just call that play what it was. Bold, dashing, daring, and a big-time return for a touchdown.
Fielding a punt inside the 10. Most coaches, they frown upon that, don't they?
They really do. I do know some special teams coaches who say, okay, I'll let you go to about the 8. And he...
Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Joe Flacco here. We get a peek at what he's done so far in this game. And really a solid group effort. I mean, the montage focuses on him, and rightfully so, but it's been a good job of a team to get this lead.
I'm with you totally on that. I love the observation. Offensive line and people having to protect him, they've really been in sync and been on point. How about the guys going out and catching the ball? Well, the receivers, the running backs, everyone is involved today. And what we're watching right now is really a beautiful team effort, isn't it?
Absolutely. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Shows his strength at the 50. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 44 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with... Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken around the 12. A punt at 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will take...
Don't throw myself. Gun. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Flacco going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Flacco, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Ain't no such thing as a lost gun.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. To pass, Flacco. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Flacco. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 13 yards out. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Set to start another drive, Joe Flacco and the Broncos. And it's been a good game for him to this. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Flacco. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Flacco. That is caught at the 7. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Once more, it's Flacco. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 6 yards away, as his guys continue to pour it on.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Denver, 45 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline. And all the way home for a Broncos score. In for the score, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
He probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Here's Brett Kern now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And now back out comes the offense. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to the hotel before the game?
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 54 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Behind side, ready! Gun. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Ready, high!
Throwing again on 2nd down. Flacco. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. One more time with Lindsey. And a nice pickup there. It gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll run here with Lindsey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Oh, he's going to take a shot. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 75 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big... First and 10 here for Flacco. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Let's go.
23 yards, the final tally.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Here's Flacco. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brady. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. That one good for 13.
Yeah, mommy. Okay.
A Denver first down. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go pass again with Flacco. Throw left side complete. That's Brady. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down, because with one guy...
On first down, Flacco. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards. Passing play. Flacco. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Broncos push further out. Now a man who punted for the Broncos for 6 years, Britton Colquitt, on to kick it away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be taken at the 10. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about
blitz coming, and down he goes. Jannard Avery gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. To try again after the sack. Flacco looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Brady. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because
off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flacco off play action. This is the tight end fan. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now it's Flacco throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brady. So we come upon halftime. Yeah, who has... They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. His throw incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
Yeah. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post,
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Setting up to throw, Flacco. There's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Flacco will take to the air again. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Tackle. Gun.
Here's Flacco. Throw left side complete. It's Brady. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Flacco looks to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They're going to look to throw. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Bronco. Whoa, Flacco's going to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10. Once again from the 28. Flacco. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Now yet another incompletion here as they...
Wait, lock it in. Go. Gun. Double tight.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To pass, Flacco. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Now Flacco. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Now Flacco looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Flacco to throw. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. By myself. I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. When I'm Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 54, and we'll send you now to Miami, standing by to call their 4th Super Bowl together. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Denver Broncos taking on the 5-time Super Bowl champs from the NFC, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Godden with Charles Davis. And Charles, the Broncos, quite a circuitous route to get to this Super Bowl. They were winners of Super Bowl.
I'm scared. Super Bowl, guys. Here we go.
Flacco. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brady. Past the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A big play there. 7 75 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Brady. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 45 yards. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They'll drop the throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brady. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Broncos push further. First and 10 here for Flacco. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Here's Flacco. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the deep.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that one needed a little time to develop because he started lined up out wide left. He caught that on the right side of the field.
And you're exactly right about the time because that's not going to be a quick developing pattern, but also great sight lines for the guy throwing the ball to see every...
Bootleg. Flacco. He's going to let this one go deep. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He's at the 30. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 7. And he'll be out right at the 35. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. And break, the tight end's got it. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Throwing here on first down. Flacco looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brady. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Broncos. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. A red zone first down for Flacco. This is caught. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos push. First down, Flacco. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 57 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team.
And got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. 83 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
I know these.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. What a risk he took, but it paid off. I mean, he took that punt from inside the 5 near the goal line, ran it all the way back.
And normal coaching says you let that one go. Anytime you're inside the 10-yard line, you let it hit and hopefully bounce into the end zone. But as you mentioned, he took a risk, and boy, did it.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch?
Wait! Lock it in! Gun!
How about this? Flacco setting to throw it. And that's complete to Sanders. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your side.
And the Lombardi Trophy goes west, and it goes to the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Yes! Spent my whole life for this, and I did it.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 get it by myself. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve, though. Right before I leave, I step like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian, blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion, the skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell, keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills, they can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And a fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place.
Welcome to Draft Week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this. Start the draft whenever you're ready.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
With this round, I make a joke. Everybody let him see. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out.
The Jets are now on the clock.
Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself.
The Steelers are now on the clock.